The Wild Bunch Legends of the West, the American West, a land of vast deserts, rugged mountains, and untamed spirits. It was here in the late 1800s that two figures rose to notoriety, becoming synonymous with the outlaw spirit, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Born Robert Leroy Parker and Harry Longabaugh, these men abandoned their given names, choosing instead the monikers that would echo through history. Butch, charismatic and quick-witted, found his calling in the thrill of robbery. Sundance, a quiet but deadly sharpshooter, joined him in a life on the wrong side of the law. Together, they formed the core of a notorious gang, the Wild Bunch. Their exploits became legendary. Train and bank robberies, daring escapes, and a constant game of cat and mouse with lawmen made them both famous and feared. Newspapers chronicled their every move, turning them into anti-heroes in a rapidly changing nation. But the walls were closing in. The Pinkerton Detective Agency, relentless in their pursuit, put increasing pressure on the gang. Realizing their time in the West was coming to an end, Butch and Sundance, along with Sundance's lover, Etta Place, hatched a daring plan to escape to South America. Riding high, living fast, a life of crime. Butch and Sundance weren't your typical hardened criminals. They possessed a certain charm, a code of honor that, while twisted by circumstance, captivated the public. They robbed from institutions, not individuals, and were known to treat their hostages with unexpected courtesy. Their crimes, however, were undeniable. From the hole-in-the-wall hideout in Wyoming to the vast expanses of Utah and New Mexico, their gang left a trail of looted banks and derailed trains. Their exploits were bold and meticulously planned, often involving intricate knowledge of train schedules and security. The Pinkertons were hot on their heels, their detective agency representing the growing reach of law enforcement. The Wild Bunch, always a step ahead, relied on their wits, their skills with firearms, and the vastness of the West to evade capture. But the pressure was mounting. The Wild West was shrinking and the Pinkertons were closing in. Escape to South America, a land of opportunity and anonymity, became their only viable option. The Bolivian ambush, death or illusion. The official story paints a picture of a desperate last stand. In November 1908, after several successful years robbing banks in South America, Butch and Sundance were cornered in a small mining town in Bolivia. The details are murky. A shootout erupted in a rented boarding house. Bolivian soldiers surrounded the building, exchanging gunfire with the trapped outlaws. Witnesses claim to have heard a chilling sequence, a volley of gunshots, then silence, followed by a single gunshot from inside the house. When the smoke cleared, authorities found two bodies riddled with bullets, identified as Butch and Sundance. The story made headlines worldwide. The notorious outlaws were dead, brought down in a blaze of glory. Case closed, but whispers of doubt lingered. Some argued the bodies were too disfigured for positive identification. Others pointed to discrepancies in the official account. Could the legends have staged their demise, using the chaos to vanish once more? The unwritten chapter, Whispers of Escape. The mystery of Butch and Sundance's fate continues to fascinate. Historians and amateur sleuths alike have put forth alternative theories, each more intriguing than the last. Some believe the pair escaped the shootout, vanishing into the vast South American landscape. Rumors abound of Butch returning to the United States, living a quiet life under an assumed identity. Others claim he resurfaced in Argentina, his legendary charm still intact. Sightings, though never confirmed, fueled speculation. Did they die in a hail of bullets that fateful night in Bolivia, their legends cemented in a final act of defiance? Or did they outwit fate itself, disappearing into the sunset to live out their days in anonymity? The answer, lost to time, remains elusive. But one thing is certain, the story of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, forever shrouded in mystery, continues to capture our imaginations and remind us that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.